2,000 subscribers. Let's fucking accelerate. So I haven't updated my white noise screech tutorial in a while, over a year now, so that'll be the topic of this video. So I figured out that you can make a white noise screech out of basically any sample, but some work better than others. For example, tonal cymbals don't really work well. However, if there is any cymbal in which there is a non-tonal area, like in the 707 Crash, like right here, it's not that tonal, but stuff like the industrial cymbal, which is pretty much all tonal, wouldn't work that well. And for things like kicks with more sub and bass, it makes the screech sound almost raspy. However, I'm sure you could probably make one out of the start of the filtered kick. Usually things with mids work the best, non-tonal mids, but we can get non-tonal mids through messing with the EQs. So I'm just going to start off with a 707 Crash. You can use anything like I explained. So open this up in Sampler and then click Track. Now I suggest you make your pattern first, your screech pattern, and that's done by looping this thing. Also, I forgot to change the BPM to 200. Just shorten these. Okay. Now that that's done, go back to the mixer. On slot 1, add a Fruity Parametric EQ2 and make a bandpass. Put this sort of in the middle. We'll mess around with this a bit later. Then slot 2, add Fruity Wave Shaper and Square Wave Distort. And slot 3, add another Fruity Parametric EQ2, and this is where all the screech white noise due the frequency chain happens. So the first thing you're gonna want to do in here is to change one of the points to a low cut. Up here, hover over this black dot and drag down so it becomes 4 white dots. Then down here, turn the bandwidth up all the way and move it to the side here. So sometimes you're going to need to layer your points because this isn't enough, but I'll try it with just 1 point first. Now down here, right click frequency on the same point that the low cut is on and then click create automation clip. Now go back to the playlist and make your screech frequency thing. Then go back to the mixer and on slot 4 add a Fruity Soft Clipper. Then on slot 5 add another Fruity Parametric EQ2 just to get rid of all the lows. Another Fruity Soft Clipper. Slot 7 is a delay. Slot 8 is reverb. You don't have to do these, by the way, they're pretty much optional. And then left click this and then click on save preset as and drag it to slot 9. Now from here you can mess around with the upper parametric EQ2, the one at the top. So here I can see a more tonal area in the EQ. It's more orange, you'll see it. So what I usually do with that is I take an EQ point, I put it up to where the tone is at, then I turn down the bandwidth, like about that, or maybe a bit less. I find the tone and then put it at the tone, and then drag it down. Now let's try adding that other point on the second EQ. So to do this, you're going to want to take any EQ point and then right click the frequency and link it to controller and then select the internal controller as the automation clip. And you know what, as the last slot, I'll do another soft clipper because I don't have enough soft clippers. Everything is better when it's at 0 dB. So if you want to add any other volume adjustments through Fruity Balancer or really any other plugin, you can send the channel to another channel or insert and then disconnect it from the master. So that way it goes from this channel to this one and then to the master. And then through this channel you can add volume stuff like Fruity Balance or compressors. Anyways, it's probably time to show you how it sounds with a kick. So that was it for this tutorial. I'll see you in approximately half a fucking year.
Richard, I just smashed your phone.
You what?